Hello and welcome to The Word, bringing you the good news of Jesus Christ every day from the order of preachers around the world. Today we celebrate the memorial of Ignatius of Antioch, bishop and martyr. And from the United States, I am your preacher today, Father Scott Steinkirchner, coming to you from Chicago, Illinois, with a preaching I'm entitling Witness. The reading is from the Gospel of John. Jesus said, "Very truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. Those who love their life lose it, and those who hate their life in this world will keep it for eternal life. Whoever serves me must follow me, and where I am, there will my servant be also. Whoever serves me, the Father will honor." Gospel of the Lord. Ignatius of Antioch believed these words and knew that it was by the death and resurrection of Jesus, through his suffering and death and then rising again, that we all might rise to new life. If we can be with him in death, then we can be with him in eternal life. But Ignatius lived at an early time of the church where there was much skepticism about this. Even all Christians didn't believe that Jesus really died on a cross and suffered for us. Some believed that since he was divine, that he couldn't really suffer and he couldn't really die because God can't die. So the whole human aspect of Jesus was thought by some to be play acting for us. It wasn't for Ignatius. And he wanted to make that point that this is what our faith is. But he had to make the point to the Romans at the time as well, who believed that Christianity was shown to be bankrupt because its founder was murdered. So it should just go away. It means nothing. And they didn't believe that Jesus rose from the dead and is still alive in heaven and in the community. And so as a witness to both Christians who didn't believe in the real death and resurrection of Jesus and Romans who thought Christianity is a farce, Ignatius of Antioch went to his death. He was condemned for being a Christian. That was illegal, and he was turned over by people and condemned to death in a brutal way, being sent to Rome to be torn apart by wild animals in the Colosseum. But he said, "I will not back down. I will not run away. I want to witness the faith. And if I die with Jesus, I will rise again." So the Romans thought that they were giving him the ultimate punishment. And Ignatius of Antioch's message to them and to fellow Christians were, this is not a punishment. This is how I will get to heaven. That's faith. That's faith in Jesus who died for us. That Ignatius was willing to die for people to make the point about the faith, that it is real, that it is true, that it is powerful, and that the gates of heaven are open to us. So, you and I hope I'm not called to a real martyrdom. I'm not sure how I'd hold up. I'd hope I'd have the faith. But I know I'm called to a different kind of martyrdom almost daily. Putting to death my anger and reacting in hostility to others who I perceive as enemies. That needs to die so that a better me can rise. However much faith I have is nothing compared to the faith I will have when I get to heaven. Whatever I understand now is nothing compared to how it will, but it is the basis that will get me there, my knowledge, my faith. But I need to keep letting go to grab something better, to grow, to let who I am today be a seed for what I can be tomorrow and on into eternity in heaven. That's where I think we can all take this reading to heart. Let us die in ways that we need to, as a witness to others and even to ourselves, of what we can be with God's grace.